If you don't know me, I'm Kyle Sulerud. I'm a Google AdWords expert, author, and entrepreneur. I first learned AdWords the hard way by losing thousands of dollars of my own money. I'll get into that shortly and tell you a little more about that story. But since then, I've spent millions of dollars on AdWords ads for other businesses, helping my clients get more business. Some of them have been with me for several years because I consistently bring them results. So I'm about to show you how I generated 3,085 leads just last month for my local business clients. And there's a screenshot of that data from my AdWords account. And let me just actually show you what that looks like here quick. Okay, so this is my actual account. And so you can see, hold on, let me refresh this. You can see you're actually seeing a lot more conversions here than in my slide. And that's because not all of my clients are local businesses. Okay, most of them are. But some of them are apps and e-commerce. So that's why there's a lot more conversions here when you're looking at the last 30 days. Just because those types of clients tend to have a lower cost per conversion because they're not making as much per customer. So that's what this actually looks like for my whole account. Okay, so I'm also going to show you on this webinar how you can copy my exact formula for yourself. So let me tell you more about my story. The truth is I'm really nothing special. I spent thousands of dollars using trial and error to finally make AdWords work for my business. So years ago, back in 2012, I was running a junk removal business in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So back then I was good at search engine optimization, SEO, okay, which is getting websites to rank organically at the top of Google's results below where the paid ads would be. So because of that, my junk removal business had several of the top results for people searching for junk removal. And that's where we got most of our business. I was also using AdWords, but only spending about $5 to $10 per day. So running Eau Claire, Wisconsin, if you're not familiar, it's kind of a college town. It's about 60,000 people. And running a junk removal business in a town of that size is hard. There's just not a ton of people who are looking for junk removal. So I wanted to grow that business. So what I did was opened in another city, in my hometown of Duluth, Minnesota. Okay, so I opened another office there. And I didn't have the benefit of the search engine optimization right away in Duluth, and I wanted to crank up business immediately. So to do that, I started pumping money into AdWords, a lot more than $5 to $10 a day. I actually increased my budget to about $50 a day. I followed all of Google's recommended settings, and a little over a week later, I got slammed with a $500 charge from Google. Now, for a business that is just trying to expand, buying new trucks and equipment, training employees, $500 was a big hit. It was for me at the time, at least. And it was even a bigger hit when I looked over the customers we had done jobs for up to that point, and I saw that none of them had come from Google. So at that time, my way of tracking my advertising was to just ask every customer how they heard about us. So if I had been getting business, if people said that they found me on Google, then I would have been happy to spend and keep spending the $500, but that just wasn't the case. So that's when I became obsessed with AdWords. I knew companies were using it successfully to get clients. So the fact that it wasn't working for me was my fault. So I started learning everything I could, applying what I learned. I still spent a couple $1,000s more through trial and error before getting to the point that my campaign was actually profitable enough to be worth running. So you can either go and do it the hard way, figure it out for yourself like I did, or just do what I'm about to show you and just plug it in. Okay, it works, it's awesome. I'm nothing special, I'm just a normal guy like you, and if I can do it, I promise you, you can do it too.